Welcome to Insights to Opportunity. I'm your host, Carlicia Wright, Director of the Office of Business Opportunity. We have an exciting show for you today filled with information and opportunities for small businesses. We will talk to one of Houston's largest legal firms, Vinson & Elkins, about our partnership. We will also talk to the Tri-County Chamber of Commerce about how your business can benefit from being a part of a chamber. Finally, we have a conversation with one of our 2015 LiftOff Houston Business Plan Competition winners. The Office of Business Opportunity is committed to providing information on contracting opportunities, events, and resources that educate, connect, and grow local, small, minority, and women-owned businesses. Obtaining legal advice for small businesses can be costly and stressful. The City of Houston's Office of Business Opportunity announced a partnership with the Association of Pro Bono Counsel, Vinson & Elkins, and community organizations to establish the Small Business Legal Academy and the Virtual Legal Lab. In 2015, the Small Business Legal Academy was held for the first time in the City of Houston. The Academy is a free one-day event bringing together corporate law firms, civil legal service organizations, and city agencies to provide workshops and personal legal consultations to small businesses. As a result of the success from the Small Business Legal Academy, the Virtual Legal Lab was created. The Virtual Legal Lab is the first of its kind, giving small business the opportunity to schedule one-on-one Skype sessions with pro bono attorneys for any business-related questions they may have. Here with us today to talk about the Virtual Legal Lab and the Small Business Legal Academy is Ellen Joseph from Vinson & Elkins. Ellen, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So Ellen, can you tell the audience, what your role is with Vinson & Elkins?
Sure. I am the firm's pro bono counsel. So in 2008, I came over from a legal aid job to run the firm's pro bono program firm-wide. And while this is a new thing for Texas, I am the Texas' first pro bono counsel. It is a very common national role in many national firms, and I'm actually a board member of the Association of Pro Bono Counsel, which is made up of all of the pro bono counsel across the country. So in my role, I supervise pro bono matters, I find pro bono opportunities, I build pro bono programs, trying to match my lawyers' interests with the needs in the community.
Wow, that's great. So Ellen, talking about the needs in the community, so the Office of Business Opportunity, we're committed to providing resources to small businesses. And so it was about a year ago. So can you talk about how you came to the partnership with the City of Houston?
Sure. The Small Business Legal Academy has happened in New York twice as a product of the Association of Pro Bono Counsel and some meetings with Vice President Biden about how to create more programs that are really helpful in the community. So I knew about it and I wanted to replicate it in Houston. So I reached out to now Mayor Pro Tem Cohen and I said, how can we help? How can we help small businesses? I have this idea about a workshop. So it started some meetings to talk about how the workshop would go, and then it really went from there. And we had our first one in February, and we're very excited to have our next one in April of 2016.
Yes, and that first one was really, it had a tremendous success. So it was held in February. Can you talk about what happens at the Small Business Legal Academy?
Of course. So we did outreach with small businesses all over Houston in partnership with the Office of Business Opportunity, and we had over 100 small business owners come. They were able to have trainings done by some of our community organizations to talk about major legal issues in sort of a classroom setting. So they talked about entity formation, tax issues, employment issues, things like that in 2 different sessions. And so they were able to walk away with really like they had attended 2 big classes on legal issues for small business owners. And then they were given the opportunity to meet one-on-one with corporate lawyers from law firms all over Houston to ask their individual questions about their particular small businesses. And what we learned from there is those one-on-one sessions were very popular, which is how we expanded it into the Virtual Legal Lab to provide more opportunities for small business owners to meet one-on-one with corporate lawyers.
Now, you said that you launched the Small Business Legal Academy in New York City, but here we are in Houston.
Yes.
And so does New York City have a Virtual Legal Lab?
So they do not. So we are the first place to expand the Small Business Legal Academy to include ongoing consultations for small business owners. And I will say the lawyers at Vinson & Elkins have just loved being able to use their skills. They're very corporate skills to help small businesses in Houston, because we really believe that helping small business owners helps all of our communities, especially our underserved communities.
No, this is, I mean, it's a great program and it's well received. So can you talk about some of the topics that come up,
Sure.
you know, for small businesses?
Sure. The most important topic, and when I've spoken with my corporate lawyers about, you know, common mistakes business owners make sometimes before they come to the legal sessions, entity formation is really the most significant legal decision a small business owner has to make when they start their business. Are they going to be a partnership? Are they going to be a corporation? Are they going to be a sole proprietorship? There are all sorts of things and tax consequences that come from that. So entity formation is a really important part. We get a lot of questions about employment, so hiring and firing, the difference between employees and independent contractors, things like that. We get a lot of questions about insurance. We get a lot of questions about intellectual property. So how do they protect their intellectual property? So those are the major topics that we see, in addition to some one-off importing and exporting questions and other things like that.
No, this is great. Now you said that attorneys really like it. So can you share, folks don't understand, why are we giving legal services away for free? And so can you give us a little background to that and help understand? I know it fits into your job.
Sure. So Vincent & Elkins has been doing pro bono work just like many other law firms since its inception. We look at it as lawyers as a privilege and an obligation of our profession. So there are lots of problems out there in the world that only lawyers can solve. So if we don't donate our time, then those problems can't get solved for people that cannot afford other legal counsel. So it's just a tenet of our firm, of many firms, and it's what we've always done. We donate about 30,000 hours every year to pro bono services firm-wide. We ask our lawyers individually to donate 50 hours a year. Now, in addition to that very altruistic reason that we just want to help our community, it provides an incredible training for our lawyers. So this is a way that they can have their own matters, they can have more responsibility, they can really hone their skills. And so it really builds their confidence and their skill set in interviewing and counseling clients and things like that. This is a great opportunity because it plays to their strengths as corporate lawyers. A lot of the pro bono work that we do does not really come from the angle of business owner. It's family law, immigration, guardianship, other nonprofit corporate governance. And while they do a wonderful job, it is not their day-to-day work. So what plays to this strength is they're able to give business owner advice, which is what they do every day for larger and just companies with more zeros at the end of their books.
Oh, good. No, this is great. Now, so we do this virtual legal lab. It's Skype, and so it's held at, so I want the audience to know, it's held downtown Houston at 611 Walker, so you actually schedule an appointment online.
Yes.
So can you talk about the frequency and whether or not we can anticipate expansion of the program?
So right now, I think we're doing it twice a month, depending on the month, how that works. We would love to be able to open it up to more frequent and more law firms. So we piloted the program with just Vincent & Elkins lawyers just to make sure it was going smoothly and I could have a little bit more control over how it worked. And now that we're a couple months in, we really are thinking about opening it up to lawyers across Houston who also want to participate. And so we hope we really expand it to more often and more lawyers.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Ellen.
Thank you for having me.
So up next, we'll talk to the President and CEO of the Tri-County Black Chamber of Commerce. Stay tuned. When starting your own business, you may often ask yourself, where do I begin? The City of Houston has many resources available to help improve your business's chances of success. One such resource is the Office of Business Opportunity Solution Center. Our Solution Center provides no-cost programs and services that will help small business owners thrive in today's competitive business environment. Such services such as permit and license information, business resource guides, information on capacity building programs, and financial assistance referrals are just a few of the services offered for startups and established businesses. The Office of Business Opportunity is committed to promoting business development in the City of Houston. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the most up-to-date information on workshops, events, and local business information. Welcome back to Insights to Opportunity. Today with us is Tri-County Black Chamber of Commerce, a not-for-profit business organization currently serving 9 counties. Their mission is to acquire and disseminate valuable business information and resources to achieve economic parity and prosperity for its members. Their membership consists of local affiliate chambers of commerce, micro and small businesses, corporate, community, and professional organizations, and decision makers running every sector and segment of private and public markets. Here with us today from the Tri-County Black Chamber of Commerce to discuss the opportunities for small businesses is President and CEO Leandria Thompson and Gussie Fuller, small business owner and chamber member. Leandria and Gussie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Leandria, can you talk about the Tri-County Chamber and what its mission is?
Yes, the mission is to acquire and disseminate valuable business information, resources, and tools for our member firms to achieve entrepreneurial parity, leveling the playing field, and economic prosperity worldwide, because we also have an international arm of the chamber.
Now, Gussie, you're a member of the chamber, but you head up public relations. Can you talk about your role with the chamber and what your small business is?
Absolutely. My small business handles environmentally friendly issues, retrofitting and such. So being a member of the chamber has been very beneficial to us with being part of a professional network. In the role of public relations, I make sure that we are making the right relationships in the community and business development to make sure that our chamber members' needs are met.
Great, great. So Leandria, I know that you've got an event that's coming up, but you host events throughout the year. Can you talk about the purpose of the events that Tri-County puts on?
Yes, when we say acquire and disseminate valuable business information, that is what those events are about. Getting the information out, not only to chamber members, but to the whole small business community, because it's important that the information is out there for a small business to know what it is that they should be doing to grow into a big business.
Yep.
And, okay.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to say one of the things that we focus on is the opportunities for small businesses to be able to do business in more of the public sector, which is local governments, state and federal contract opportunities. So I can say that the chamber has helped develop, at least for last year, 100+ members in getting certifications and then showing them how to navigate the bidding process, because that is one of the things that small businesses, or let's just say micro business owners, are a little lacking in that assistance in that area.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great. Now, Gussie, you talked about your business and you talked about what you do with the chamber. Can you talk about, from your perspective, the value that the chamber has added as it relates to some of the things that Ms. Thompson shared with us?
Absolutely. We are just days, hopefully a week or less, away from becoming HUB certified. The chamber was very instrumental in that, along with being HUB certified, which is historically underutilized businesses. They also provide hands-on, step-by-step, from beginning to end certification assistance with minority business entrepreneur certification, which is a city certification, and also are currently preparing members for disadvantaged business entrepreneur certification. So my business has been a beneficiary of that relationship.
Great, great. Now you don't just help with certification. I'm familiar with the services of Tri-County. You've got a variety of tracks that you offer to small businesses that are members of the chamber. Can you talk about some of those tracks?
Well, we have 5 tracks, which we call success tracks. Every business needs to have coaching and mentoring. Every business needs to have customers. We need to be able to provide the lead to that market. Every business needs training and business plan support. Every business needs access to capital for their business, and every business needs technical assistance in some way. So these are what we call 5 success tracks that every business has to have, no matter what size the business is. Micro or 10,000 employees. That is the track. And we just know how to put it together for each individual member, because we do an assessment when a member becomes Well, when a company becomes a member of the chamber, we take them through a 30-day process. We do an assessment, and then we determine what their next 30 days will be. And that is looking at where they are and what their needs are and how the chamber can support them in reaching a goal. So we do have a 30-day goal with every new member that comes into the chamber. And back again, we go through that success track and see what services they're needing more at the time and what level they want to go up to.
And if I could dovetail on that, that was one of the differentiators that made me choose Tri-County as opposed to looking at some other chambers, which are pertinent and relevant. But when I looked at that success track and looking at the fact that we set goals as a business, and Tri-County actually follows up with you 30 days, developing you to make sure that you are achieving those milestones, that was a clear differentiator.
Wow, no, that sounds great. And so it sounds like, is it customized? Just share a little bit. So you said it was a differentiator for you, but it sounds like it's customization for each of your members.
It is. It depends on where the member is when they become a member. We have different levels of membership. We have an individual level, and usually that's a person who just now starting a business or thinking about starting a business. So we want to put them on the right track. Then we have our business, our small business partner level, a corporate level, a president's club, and a chairman's club. As you get to the higher levels, most businesses are going to be like the airport, and one of them is Southwest Airlines is one of our members in those levels, which they customize their membership. They tell us this is what we would like to happen for our membership. When you get down to the individual and the business and the corporate level, then you're looking at where is that member? When we do the assessment, what are they lacking? Mm-hmm. And then we'll say, this is what you don't have, this is what you need to do, and this is some direction that we're going to give you. Now, the key in that is that we use all of our members to assist in that whole process. Because once I know where your level is, what your level is, where you are, then I know we have a Gussie that can assist you.
Leandria, before we go, can you tell the audience where they can learn more about the Tri-County Chamber of Commerce, what your website and your phone number is?
Yes, they can reach us at our website at www.tcbcc.org, and also reach us at 832-875-3977.
Thank you so much, ladies, for coming on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Up next, an inspiring story from a small business owner who recently was announced one of the winners of the 2015 LiftOff Houston Business Plan Competition. Stay tuned. The Office of Business Opportunity facilitates the local certification program that enables small businesses owned and controlled by minority, women, and persons with disability to compete for locally funded, goal-oriented contracting opportunities with the City of Houston. As a certified business, there are many advantages such as notifications about contracting opportunities with the city and other government agencies. Companies are also listed in an online directory used by city departments and prime contractors to find certified firms to meet goal requirements. If you're interested in becoming a certified firm, I encourage you to attend the Office of Business Opportunities pre-certification workshop. The certification team hosts a free weekly pre-certification workshop every Thursday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at 611 Walker on the 7th floor in downtown Houston. Welcome back to Insights to Opportunity. The LiftOff Houston Business Plan Competition is designed to aid Houstonians to achieve the goal of business ownership. The competition was created to engage and empower entrepreneurs seeking to start a new business in Houston by providing them with access to essential information, resources, and support necessary to develop a sound business plan. The competition takes place over a 6-month period and consists of 4 stages, which includes orientation, workshops, mentorship, and business pitching. In 2015, 3 Houston-based startups emerged as the grand prize winners of more than $10,000 each. The finalists participated in 3 categories: innovation, products, and services. Here with us to discuss her experience is the winner of the service category, Keisha Thompson, owner of the Dean's List Fit Club. Keisha, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So Keisha, can you talk about, first talk about the company and what it does and what it's all about, and then we'll talk about your experience with the competition.
Well, the company is an initiative for educators for health and wellness. What we offer are fitness programs, we offer nutritional and stress management practices. We also do consultation as far as personalized goals and personalized meal plans for those on the go. Our main concept is to have convenience and affordability for the educators. They work and they give so much for the adults, for the students, so it's very important that they get what they need back to them as well.
Now, what's your background? What made you actually go into creating the Dean's List Fit Club?
Well, my major is health and nutrition, but my passion is dance and fitness. So I was a ELA 5th grade teacher, and during that time, all of my colleagues, for the most part, they didn't have much time to go out and work out. A lot of them suffered from prediabetes and high blood pressure. So I saw a need, and I worked really hard to meet that need, so I just started offering free boot camps. I did personalized instruction as far as the personalized goals and meal plans. And from that, I saw a decrease in their weight, for starters, BMI. I saw their metabolism go up. Stress management was ridiculous. And I also saw that the pre-diabetic medication they were able to get off of, as well as the high blood pressure. So I saw results from it, so it was awesome.
Wow, it sounds like you fell into your calling, and so you went from supporting your colleagues to a business. And so how did you find out about the LiftOff Houston Business Plan competition?
I was at home, I was with my mom, and we were watching, I believe it was like Channel 13 News, and we saw the actual competition. She was like, why don't you do it? I said, I think I will. So that was how I saw it, and I just went full steam ahead with it, and it was a beautiful opportunity.
So Keisha, talk about where you were so you said you saw it on TV and you said you'll do that. So can you talk about where you were in starting your business when you saw that first commercial?
I actually was doing freelance. I was doing personal training and group exercises at that point in time. And a lot of my colleagues were still reaching out for that assistance after I left the educational sector. So at that point, it was very, the rough beginning stages. I still had my love and passion for fitness, so I was still in it. But I wasn't really serious about making it a business as I should have. So when I saw the LiftOff Houston, I saw an opportunity to make it bigger than what it already was.
Tell me, what was the most valuable part of it? So there's all these different stages, workshops, mentorship. What did you get value from?
Honestly, I can't pick one thing, but the mentorship was awesome. It was amazing because you got that one-on-one experience, and they made you feel comfortable about the things you did not know, and it was okay not to know it. So the mentors were amazing with the financial mentors. They were really hands-on. And the workshops, they brought a lot out as far as, what actually matters. Credit matters. Your credit score matters. The finances and where to get money, that matters. How to build a structured business plan, and to know that it's okay to go back to the business plan because it's a work in progress.
Oh, no, that sounds really, really great. And so it sounds like you learned a lot. So you got the Dean's List, you won $10,000. So what are you, and I know that you're just at the beginning stages, you just won. So what's next?
Next, and I was telling someone earlier, the hard work comes after you make the money. So that's where you have to really put forth the work. So really getting the marketing out, let everyone know that I'm here to stay, and to understand the benefits behind the Dean's List Fit Club. Where can they be beneficial with? That I really want to saturate the school systems, the independent school system, the private sectors with this, because it's really needed for the educators.
And so you learned in the business plan competition. I remember having a conversation with you. You learned about price structuring and other opportunities. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, that is so important as far as getting the idea of your business and knowing how to make it flourish, knowing how to be successful. Even though you want to give back to humanity, you also have to be able to take care of house and home as well. So that was very pertinent into building the business. I also learned how to make those connections and to network. to really get out there and talk to people, do the groundwork. In order to make it work, you have to put forth the work. So that was very, very important.
So let's talk about, the point of pitching, right? So I remember we gave you a call just less than 24 hours before the pitch. Can you talk about that experience and what it was like to pitch in front of judges?
It was amazing, one, to get the call, because I was just honored that I was able to have the opportunity to do a business plan. After that, getting everything together, and I think the beauty behind that is it pushes you. Hey, here it is. What are you going to do with it? Sink or swim. I don't know how to swim, but I forced myself to do it. So the pitch experience, being in front of all of those people and actually putting yourself out there. Hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm presenting. And knowing the story behind it, having the passion for it, and knowing where it can come from to everyone. It was a beautiful experience. It let me know that I had more strength in myself than what I thought. And it also allowed other people to see the opportunities behind the business. So it was, I loved it. I loved it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So no, it's great. And so you loved it so much, you won. So congratulations.
I did. Thank you.
I won. I did. It's a blessing, first off, because it was unexpected. But overall, I was just excited to be able to be a part of the competition, learn something to gain out of it, but I am overjoyed. Overjoyed.
So Keisha, what would you share with someone who, we'll kick off the LiftOff Houston 2016 later this year. What would you say to someone who's contemplating whether or not they should do it, whether they win or lose? What would your advice be?
Do it. You don't have anything else to lose. They offer you an opportunity to not only grow, whether you win the money or not, you grow within it. So even if you have an idea, you just have a concept, the tools are there, the resources are made available for you to be able to grow that concept into something much larger and bigger. So it's a beautiful opportunity. Take advantage of it.
Great. Thank you so much, Keisha, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Well, that's our show for today. Please join us next time to learn more about the opportunities with the City of Houston on Insights to Opportunity.